So I just got done watching the new Halloween trilogy, and surprised to say, they weren't my favorite compared to the originals, but they did give me a great idea. What if Michael Myers fought Hank from Breaking Bad?
Your ass, you don't stop wasting his time.
And my inspiration to making this video was the fact that, I wanted to make a death battle for a while now, but I didn't know who to pin up with who. And Hank Schrader is so goddamn cool that I believe he could take on Michael Myers. So that's what we're going to find out today in our first ever murder fight. Comment down below if you have a better name. Our first contender, Michael Myers, is a serial murder machine. Hailing from Haddonfield, insert state here, has several adaptations to it. While they all might have their own unique twist to the villain,
trick or treat, motherfucker.
I'm going to look at the original Halloween, my favorite Halloween. Michael Myers has a unique ability to him where he can disappear at any given moment, while also having inhuman strength. A major weakness of Michael Myers is that he loves to be creepy, so instead of running towards his prey, he'll take his time and allow them to get away. Seems odd for a guy who thinks about nothing but killing. Another, I question to call it a weakness, quirk he has is his theatrical nature to him and making his killings very elaborate. I'll leave it alone because it never interferes with his work. Instead, it seems to be the intent at times. Let's move into our second contender, Hank Schrader. Hank is a DEA agent operating out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Although he is only human, some of the feats he has pulled off make him more than a man in my eyes. One particular example I want to pull from is the scene in Breaking Bad. Oh, spoilers, by the way. If you haven't seen it, watch Break Bad, and when you get done watching that, come to this video right after. Anyways, the scene where Hank has an encounter with the Salamanca twins and survives the most intense fight to come out of the series, which leaves Hank handicapped by the end of it. The Salamanca twins were set up to be the most fearsome adversaries, and Hank took them down, showing skills of his resourcefulness and his adaptability. He also has taken some incredible hits that would otherwise kill a normal man, but like I said, Hank is no mere mortal. Hank also has another ability to perfectly calculate the culprit of any case by sitting on the john. While it doesn't really pertain to this fight in particular, fun fact, it's cool to know, I guess, Hank is trained in firearms and is a headshot marksman when it comes to close combat engagements. Hank also works on the job with his partner Gomez or Gomi, and even if Gomez is not on the same tier of power that Hank is, he is a reliable asset to help fight crime. I mean, when they're paired up together, it's like, it's pretty good. I don't know. So dumb. And with that out of the way, I think it's time to settle this debate once and for all in our first ever murder fight. On a dark, foggy Halloween night in Albuquerque, Hank and his family is having dinner over at Walter's house. It seems like it's a pizza party, and Walter needs to take out the trash. After a few minutes, though, Walter does not seem to return, and Hank goes to find him, dead on the floor, and the pizza on the roof. Hank freaks out and tries to go inside to call the police, but finds his whole family gone. Hank straightens up and rushes to his car to leave. He starts his engine until he sees Michael Myers in his mirror. Hank slams on the reverse straight into Michael Myers. After Hank gets out the check, Michael is nowhere to be seen. Hank decides it's time to call up his buddy Gomez, and then he sees it. Michael Myers in his house through his window. Full of rage and adrenaline, Hank storms into the house and charges Michael. Michael Myers is caught off guard and catches those hands and folds like a chair. Hank proceeds to wail on Myers until Myers is not moving. Hank realizes that he might finally be dead and slowly gets up. He starts turning back to Myers one last time before going to make a phone call. Out of sight, Myers gets back up slowly and begins creeping towards Hank. Hank, being the seasoned veteran, knew this would happen and prepared his gun and turns the cap into Myers. Myers falls, and Hank says his classic catchphrase,
It's shrading time and just shraded all over.